Hi guys, welcome back to Facemask Friday. This is the mask for today. This is the OK Purifying Pink Clay Sheet Mask. It's a Korean sheet mask. And it says, if I can find, clarifies skin, easy to use weekly. Leave it on for 30 to 40 minutes and then wash it off. Ooh. Oh, my sinuses are killing me. It's sulfuric free, gluten free, it's suitable for vegans, not tested in animals. Okay, let's just put it on then. Oh. Oh. Not what I was expecting at all, I suppose. Okay. Messy. Messy indeed. What the fuck? It's in two halves. Okay. 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 I don't understand. What on earth is going on here? This is very freaking messy. Okay, so you take this plastic bit off. And then I assume what you do is this. And then take this off. Hey! It smells lovely. It really does. I think I like this thing, the way it goes, you know, the two halves. I'm going to then try and put this on. Oh, wish me luck. I don't want to get it in my eyes though. Okay, right. Let's just not. This isn't working because you never took the little plastic thing off, Julie. You absolute bell end. This is mad. Okay. Let me just. And I get in the city when. Right, I'm doing it, trying. Being the operative word. Oh my god. Work with me here, thank you. Oh, no! It looks like in Mrs. Doubtfire where the thing's gone horribly wrong. 10 hours later. This is not obviously how you do it, people. Oh my god! Okay, this is going to work. We'll make it work somehow. It's like putting a big plaster on your face. Okay, I was hoping it would smoothly come off. Well, it's obviously getting nice and purifying on the bottom half of my face, but not so much yet on this bit. Oh, oh my god. This is mad. Okay then. Doesn't matter if it goes in my hair. It's on. Oh, love a good nose flap. I'm just going to put it for 20 minutes rather than the old 30. Well, this is different. It fits your face nice and well though, which is good. So at least it's snug to the face. All this packaging though is maybe just a little bit too excessive, wouldn't you say? I mean, what is the deal there? Though Korean skincare does seem to be the best. Well, I've just washed my face in that before it and cleansed it and taken my makeup off. Then you put this on, it says leave for 30 to 40 minutes, and then it's got a picture of a woman washing her face, so I can take you to the bathroom when I wash my face. But it doesn't tell you too much else. In the rare event of adverse reaction, discontinue use. That's that. I don't know, doesn't say much more. Not tested against animals, no sulfates, no gluten. Or it's gluten free. Suitable for vegans. And it's to purify my skin. And I've never had one like this before. Though I've never met a girl like you before. I think it looks like I've got a big bandage on my face. Like a skin coloured bandage. Or, you know, like a plaster. The inside of a plaster. Fun times. It is 3:30. It is starting to get dull. No doubt it'll be dark soon. I feel a bit hungry, even though I shouldn't be because I got out of my bed so late today. But what are Sundays for? Excuse me. It's not as cold as it was today, but it's starting to get cold now. I can feel it. My sinuses are throbbing. I should really put a Christmas hat on to make it a bit more jolly, shouldn't I? I don't know if it'll move it off though, so we could have it like this. What do you think? Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell. Rock. It feels nice on the skin. You can see all the clay coming off there. I hope I put it on the right way, but I think I have. Surely. Look at this nice close up. Getting all into the pores there. My eyeshadow stained my eyes, the red one. It feels nice on the skin. It's not irritating, fingers crossed. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't feel tingling or anything like that. It just feels nice. Can you believe that we are so nearly done with 2019? Was it a good year for you? It wasn't the best for me. I knew it was going to be a difficult year because adjusting to the loss of my dad and him not being here in the house, getting his room cleared out, the fact that I found him in that room because he passed away in his sleep, and all such things like that. I knew it wasn't going to be an easy year. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, with everything there's always highs and lows. Like, every time I spend with my boyfriend is always a positive for me. I know people are going like, that's so cheesy, but it is. Like, he's such... Let's take this off. He's such a good sport, you know, he's a good laugh. He's really supportive, and I just enjoy being around him. I feel so content when I'm around him and just so happy, which is great, because obviously that's what you want from the person that you're going to be with. When my friend Emily came up from York, even though it was only like a night and a bit of a day that I saw her, that was great as well. In fact, after she left is when I was on a downward spiral, because, I don't know, I suppose that's when the grief really hit me. Work-wise, my work never changes, to be honest. It's just a shit show of a place, really. I'm not going to say much more than that, but yeah, it just hasn't been the best. It hasn't been the best year on a personal level, like mental health wise and stuff like that. You know, I've been comfort eating like there's no tomorrow. I was speaking to someone else the other day and they were saying, give yourself a break. They were like, when they lost their parent, they comfort ate. It was what was their comfort. So, you know, even my friend Emily said, you know, cut yourself some slack. You do what you have to do. You know what I mean? Like, big deal. It doesn't, like, your weight, whether you're underweight, overweight, whatever, they were saying to me, it shouldn't define you. And, you know, people should love you for you and the person that you are. But you know what it's like, if you're a comfort eater yourself or you've struggled with your weight, you know, in one hand you're eating it and then you feel bad, but then if you feel shit about something, you're eating your emotions and it's like a vicious circle. So that has been getting me down, but then in the same token, as I just said, it still doesn't stop me reaching for the crisps or whatever else it is, or eating too much of something. What else has happened this year? I've definitely for sure figured out who my friends are this year. It's been a big eye-opener to me. And they do say to get rid of toxic things in your life. I'm not so sure that I would say the particular person was toxic in any way, because I never saw it coming. It just shows you how blinded you are to things. I am still pretty much in shock about it sometimes, and I was very, very hurt and upset. I don't feel bitter about it, but I'm not even saying that I wouldn't let that person back into my life ever, but I just never ever expected it from them. And I think a lot of other people that know the person too did not expect it from them either. The thing with being in a small community is that everything gets twisted and turned about. So sometimes you're better off just backing off and being like, whatever, you know what I mean? People are going to have their opinions, people are going to add bits onto stories and all that shit. So let them get on with it. I'm nearly 36. I'm getting to the stage I don't care. I care about the people I need to care about, and that is my partner and my best friend Emily and a few others. But I don't need to have a shit ton of friends. You're better off to have, even if it's just one friend, you're better off to have that one true loyal friend than have a load of people that are just going to shit on you from a great height, especially when they know that you need them to be there for you. You know you've been there for them. They can't deny you haven't been there for them, but still. And loads of people are influenced by others. It's just the way shit goes. So that has been a big eye-opener for me this year. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't know what age you are when you're watching this, but you go through life and you know yourself who to get rid of and who to keep, or to have acquaintances that you keep at a distance. And many as a person, particularly my partner, has even said to me, I'm too kind at times and too trusting, and I give too much of myself, and I'm too open about things, and sometimes I should hold back so that nobody knows nothing about me and stuff like that. But it's very hard for me to do because I'm a very open person, and I don't want to be a distrusting person. You know what I mean? If I'm friends with someone, then I want to be able to be open with them as much as they can be with me. But there you go. As the saying goes, you live and learn. So that has been an eye-opener for this year as well. It has also shown me, and yes, people are going to go, oh, listen to her, feel sorry for herself, woe is me. It's not woe is me, it's me being realistic. I know for a fact that if I left this island, the Isle of Skye, if I left here tomorrow and left this island and didn't live or work here anymore, I know for a fact that I would not be missed. I know I wouldn't, because people here have shown me that. You know what I mean? It was so different. I used to come up on holiday here to Skye, and it was such a different place. And then I moved here when I was 12, 13, and I was just like, oh, why did we move here? And I know people could say, you're 36, soon you could have been off the island. I did leave the island for a bit after my mum passed, and I went to college, and that was an experience, and I don't regret it. There's some of that, again, that was shit. And there's reasons why I came back and all the rest of it. And I hated being in up into my 30s living with my dad. But it was the cheapest way to be, and shit happens, you know what I mean? But going forward, my dad's gone, my mum's gone. I don't have any brothers and sisters. My best friend stays down in York. My partner lives in Dundee. The friend that I would have said was my closest here, you know, as I say, that's done with. Will it ever come back? I do not know. Leaving that to them, because as far as I'm concerned, there was no issue for me. And another friend that I had for many a year, we were very close, did loads together, again, dropped like a hot potato. Not necessarily a falling out, just, I don't even know. You know what I mean? So I used to always be that person that was like, I don't think I could live here if I didn't have so-and-so and so-and-so in my life. But now I'm just like, whatever. Like, these people are not in your life possibly for a reason. And yeah, you know, things happen. People come and go, as they say. The people that matter stay, the people that matter don't. All that sort of thing. So I've learned that very clearly this year. Very clearly indeed. And I've been surprised actually at the people that have been there for me since my dad passed. Like, really surprised. And I'm not meaning that in a nasty way either. Sometimes it's really hard to express things without sounding awful. But you get the people that have always been there. And then you get the people that never even acknowledged you, that are now there. And you're like, oh, do you know what I mean? Like, swings and roundabouts and stuff like that. I know my dad was a hard person, and I, half the time, didn't like him, I'm going to be honest. And I know a lot of people didn't like my dad. He was a hard person, honestly. Really draining, really hard. But at the end of the day, he was my dad and the only dad I've got. So I can understand why people were the way they were. But I'm not my dad. And this is one thing I've learned from island life as well. If somebody doesn't particularly like someone of your family, then they don't like you. It's like by association, and it's like, piss off. I'm nothing like my dad. I might have certain personality traits because of course I'm his daughter, but just because you don't like him doesn't mean to say that I'm the same as him, you know? Like, and you get things like, oh, you're actually really funny, and it's just like, well, you've never taken the time to get to know me, so how would you know what I'm like at all if you don't bother? So in a way, I've always been a city girl, definitely have. I like the fact that when you go to the city or you live there, you don't know everyone that's around you. You can get away from people. You know, I was talking to someone the other day that was born and bred here on Skye, and they were saying the best thing they ever did was to move away for a good while. And now that they're older and they've come back to where they lived, even though the place is completely different and nothing like their childhood was, they're like, getting off that island and seeing the difference was brilliant, you know what I mean? And then I've got another friend who stays here, who is from down Glasgow way as well. And again, you know, as she says, there's no getting away from anything when you live on an island. But when you're down in the city, it's just like, it's like having a break, like literally being like, whew, you know what I mean? So yeah, these are the sorts of things I suppose that I have noticed, particularly in this year. Yes, I will be glad to see the back of it. I don't want to be negative coming into 2020, but being a realist, within my heart of hearts, I don't see much changing. You never know. You never know. I mean, never say never, I suppose. But I can't help but realistically thinking that once my Christmas holidays and that are over and I come back here, I don't know what's going to change. So here's hoping that 2020 and carrying on will be great years. I will take each day as it comes. I'll take each month as it comes, and we will see what happens. But yes, 2018 was shit. 2019 was even shitter. So I'll be glad to say goodbye to them. We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. Oh, my sinuses are throbbing. As soon as I get this off, I'm going to have to take some painkillers. Sinus pain's the worst, isn't it? Right. This little timer is about to go, so I'm going to take you lot to the bathroom with me. Pa-ding! Watch me get up. Right, let's go to the bathroom. Probably drop you in the sink. Let's go to the bathroom. To the Baltic bathroom. Shut the door. Need to move my candle and stuff over here. Whoa. Nearly dropped the toothbrush into the toilet. Let's move that candle down there. You guys up here. So I'm going to run the water to get it nice and warm. And let's take this off. Okay. And then I guess we just wash. It feels horrible. Put it there now. And then we just wash off the rest of the residue of the clay, I suppose. And see. And my celebrity starts tonight. Woohoo! Obviously I pre-record my videos and this is a Sunday. And I'm looking forward to just having another nice, quiet, chilled night. I wonder who'll go out in Strictly. Better not be Michelle Visage. Can't believe she was in the bottom two last week. I personally think it should be Alex or Chris Ramsey. I do like Chris Ramsey, but I like the other people better. But I just don't know. I suppose it's getting harder and harder, isn't it? Right, let's see. So this is my skin. It feels lovely. Lovely and bouncy and plump and just looks really nice. As I say, I always get red cheeks anyway. It feels lovely. So I really enjoyed this mask. What do you think? Do you think my skin looks nice after it? Have you used it before? Let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell button to be notified when I upload, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye.